So our High Lord moved, our Baron cannot move, and our Court Mage, yes, Court Mage can also not move, but we still can recruit this monk. Let's first look at stats. So most of these mages just have the usual 5 or 6 hit points because the game is something about that humans have between 5 and 10 hit points maybe, and therefore of course as these are humans they also have about this hit points. Magic resistance 5, more strength 1. I just want to check whether the court mage doesn't have better stats. He has more magic resistance and more moral and less strength. Okay, so the monk is not as magic as the other guys. He's blessed, which is for us more or less useless because it only gives moral +1. I'm thinking whether it's already included here, but we will see. And we cannot make some rituals to increase this blessing bonus, so it's useless for us. He has prayer spells, so these are the same spells that this bishop had down there. So if we are lucky, he gets one spell for charming humans and the other spell for killing undeads, which would be perfect because down there we have bishop enemy with probably many humans. I'm just checking. No, we have no idea where our necromancer enemy is with many undeads. That would be quite okay. 57 gold, that's okay due to his special ability. Now let's see the spells he had. Not that's the court mage. I have to look here. Blessing. Blessing is of course pretty bad because it just gives moral bonus. Banish. Okay, we can burst 1. Well, burst 1 is magic resistance negates, but with great difficulty. He would be good at killing strong undeads, but for other things his spells are nearly useless. And actually he has only a moral of 3, and this blessing gives him +1, so for moral of 4. So this monk is not very impressive from his abilities, actually rather useless, but use special power. There it is, Drain Swamp. And this will be very useful. And into fertile plains. It doesn't written that it's a farm, but I know it. So, yeah, we still have 53 gold left. So I think we don't only send him onwards with only ballistas, but we will check out other things. For example, yeah, now we hire some units. I think we will hire some melee units because I want him to move to this swamp and maybe to this swamp and this swamp, and then he should have some melee units to fight enemies. And I'm thinking that he will leave the ballista here because swamps, the ballistas, because the swamps they need a lot of movement points. Often in this area they're slow, so he should use all his 3 action points, and the ballistas are slow, and you see then it will take him forever to get anywhere. Therefore, I want to recruit units and I want to recruit melee units. So now we have time to study melee units. We already know the war dogs are melee units and they are bad. The cavalrymen, they are a bit more expensive than other units because they are fast. So this comes with some extra price. Therefore, as our commander isn't fast, we also will not pick him. We also will not pick where they are heavy infantries because they are slow. And again, I wanted to keep that 3 action points. So we are stuck between spearmen, swordsmen, piccaneers, halberdiers, zweihanders, and maybe tower guards because they also have some melee fighting ability in addition. So let's see. Let's make it fast. We remember spearmen 1 to 4 damage, initiative 6, and we already fought halberdiers and they deal twice as much damage with just a little less initiative, and they have armor instead of a shield, which is about as good. 1 armor and shield are nearly the same as good, and therefore I think at least the 5 extra iron for halberdiers is of course a good idea. Swordsmen, they have same hit points as spearmen, also a shield. They just different that they have a broadsword, which if you see, it's Initiative 4, 1 to 6 damage. If you compare it to Halberdier, Initiative 5, better, 1 to 8 damage, better. And the Halberdier has an armor of 1, which is as good as a shield, and it costs the same price, so when playing Baron you can completely forget hiring swordsmen. There is practically never any reason to do this. So we can cross out these two up there to hire them, they are bad. Now Piccaninniers are only good if their range is a really advantage, but if we have just 5 melee units and our monk moving around, then of course that's useless. So we would have tower guards, which they are a bit expensive. And Zweihänder as well, they have initiative 4 and they cost more iron. I think, you see, if you compare Halberdiers, 6 hit points, 4 magic resistance, 4 strength, 4 moral, 1 armor, that's exactly the same as Zweihänder. So the only difference are in weapon attack and range. They both have 1, so we have the choice between initiative 4 and 1 to 9 damage and initiative 5 and 1 to 8 damage, while that might be better of Zweihänders, but they cost 5 iron more, and therefore I think our best choice would be Halberdiers. So we also recruit Halberdiers, and now you see this check appear, and then we could not anymore. Recruitment has already taken place here this month. You see, it first checks whether we can recruit there, and then it would check whether we have the money. Here it's not enough gold, so we could still hire the captain because he's green. All green units can be hired independent of this check, and also I think blue units. By the way, I read in the description that if he has some commander with blue, that means that he collects some special resources, but that does not happen with the Baron because he has not. He never gets to hire such commanders. So I now will leave the ballistas here and just take control of... you see, with some button I could just select the slow units, but I want to select the units of normal speed. And now I move to this iron bog. Maybe maybe I will lose the 1 iron I get there, but I think conscription to spearman is worth more. So yeah, I have to move here, and then I will wait some time, because next turn he will not have movement points due to using this step requiring 4, 3 for the iron bog and 1 for snow, and therefore next turn he will not move. Now, that was an interesting recruitment. So winter is here, okay, we know that. But now we have something that happens sometimes for the Baron and maybe some other classes. You see, we have here 10 archers. Normally we cannot hire archers. They have 5 hit points for magic resistance, for strength, so they are from their values like crossbowmen, also mid. They are just different that they have a bow. So you see 1 to 3 damage and range 5 instead of our longbow with range 6 and 1 to 4 damage. And they use a short sword, so they are a bit better in close combat than longbowmen or crossbowmen, which both only have dagger. But what especially would be good, it would be 10 units for 70 gold, so only 7 gold per archer instead, for example, than 12.5 gold per longman. So this is an offer for this turn, and if I would have 70 money, I would hire them. But if you remember, last term I spent all my money on this guy and his guards, so I don't have the money. But this is another reason to have some money in pocket as Baron, because this offer is of course far better from power per money spent than the usual recruitments. I think also you get, that would be a situation that you might hire 10 swordsmen. I think you sometimes get offered 10 swordsmen for probably 70 gold and 7 iron, and that might be a deal. And I think 10 spearmen, and yeah, I think it's 10 spearmen, 10 swordsmen, but it does not happen often, as you see. It happens maybe once a year or so. So now our Baron moves here. Now I have the difficult tactical decision. How much guards do our Baron need to get up here alive? I think he doesn't need any, because we cleared out many units here and we see a lot of space there. So therefore I'm brave, and I click that this guy takes all units along downward for battle. what I rely on is wait. If you remember, a problem would be of this guy that in large battles it's easy for him to get killed, and then I'm without leader. But my hope is that on one point I get an important target like his archbishop with not enough units, and then I will attack and not care if he gets killed if I get his archbishop. This guy's worth 50 gold for me, and his archbishop is probably worth 180 or 200 gold because he has to hire a bishop for I think 60 gold and then upgrade him for 125 gold. So yeah, and it might greatly hinder him using his special abilities. So if I can get the archbishop, and for other combats I simply trust that the computer player, if he has armies in a strength between 8 and 20 units, that he will not attack me. That means that I can freely move around his area, and that each time I come into a village or conquer it, I can raise levies and thereby hopefully hinder him and cost him some units and some income, and therefore I think it's okay to make it. I don't do it with the Baron because I don't want to risk it. Now I hope that he will survive the travel up there. Yeah, you should go. He should go hunting units because you see, I want to turn this swamp, and if you remember, there were bog beasts in it, and they were strong, and I have to check out whether we have enough. Ooh, what's that? Swarm, swarm, swarm. That's wonderful for our monk. A lot of things to do, but this is a Hydra. I guess you know enough mythology that the Hydra is not an easy enemy. Let's see, 95, 59 hit points, magic resistance 6, strength 6, moral 6, 2 armor. Quite well. And oh, fire vulnerability. You see, fire vulnerability 50 probably means 50% damage increase from fire. So our combustion will deal a little more damage. Poison resistant, okay. Pierce resistant and blunt resistant. You know, you have to cut off those heads, and for that, probably sword is best. Then swamp move. Yeah, I can move this. And here we have something. Poison aura. 2. Cloud of poison surrounding you. Anyone standing in a cloud will be poisoned. So our melee units will get poisoned against against the Hydra if they fight. And here, of course, as can be expected, regeneration. And a lot of attacks each head. And they are poisonous. You see, we get a lot of damage. And even this weak poisonous bite can kill our units. Although, if you remember, the poison it is not dealt at once, but spread damage. So I will try to avoid fighting the Hydra. But I think the Hydra is also one of these units mostly staying in swamps, and I don't think it will move around close to our villages and so on like the Manticore does. So I'm not afraid of the Hydra, but well. And here I can get again iron, a lot of iron in these swamps. Well, okay, so now and turn, let me just check out whether there's anything special. No. Again, a monk, we don't need him. One monk is enough, and he's not a good caster, as you saw in the High Lord. Well, we don't have money anyway. So our Baron will continue to move. You will... where is the Manticore? Well, oh, we will hear the Manticore isn't, and then we have just to look. So you will move here, I guess, and then try to kill this boss, or I'm tempted to try whether they are... Maybe sometimes they move down to this swamp and therefore I didn't see them there. That's probably more likely. But in that... here, our... Now use special power. Our monk should use special power, drain swamp. Now I'm interested whether it will turn in such a farm, just giving us 1 gold, or whether this 1 iron income is somehow kept. But let's see, drain swamp, farm. So I lost 1 iron income, gained 1 gold income, which is not equal because, you know, iron income is not reduced by snow, but this income is reduced by snow, this gold income. But I think it's worth, because you remember I get conscription, and that's great conscription. Now I'm thinking whether these bog beasts. I'm afraid. But let's think. I think I will put here two boars. Okay, for our halberdiers. That would be okay. I think the bog beasts don't move. I remember that they seldom attack and usually just hang around. Now we have reduced our iron income, which is, well, hopefully we will get iron somewhere. And end turn. Again, I forgot last turn to check anything unusual moving around. No. Our baron moves. Now the decision where to go. We go here, and then we could still move. I think the manticore is more over there. Yeah. And also, you saw I moved here because these were just hills, 2 movement points, instead of mountains, 3 movement points. So therefore I will probably move next to this hill and this hill instead of moving through these mountains. Or maybe I could also... No, I don't conquer these dwarfs, because if you remember, dwarfs are quite tough. Here they deal some damage, 1 to 8, have armor. And there are also these dwarfs with not battle axe but normal axes, but they have shields, so I would lose quite some units fighting them, and that's just for 1 gold and 1 iron. And also the manticore could easily take this mine or attack our army, therefore we don't do it. So now we have to consider whether we can fight these bog beasts and how great our losses will be. I would like to fight them, because then I have another swarm, which is another farm, which is another income. I have this guy, he's poison immune. That's good now. That's very good now. And yeah, the knights, maybe they will die. We will see. So let's just attack. You're here to see something and not get bored by me being afraid to start battle. Attacking independence. So let's see. Movement happens now. Now they will use their poison spit because it has range 3 and they have currently no one in melee range. So, they will spit mostly at them. You see, 1 spit was for him and he's immune. Now you see what poison is. Here now there's the symbol poison, 12. That means that this unit will receive 12 poison damage, which of course will kill it, but it will receive it over time. It will receive, I think, divided by 10 and rounded up. So it will receive 2 points in the first round. Now at the end of the first round, then again, I think only 1 point. So he can still fight for some time. He is as good as dead, but he can continue fighting. And here, poison 4, so he might still survive. Our archers. The scout attacked with a bow. Hey, didn't he poison again? Poison 20. That didn't matter, he was already dead. Now he's more dead. Court mage casts Iron Skin. That was useless because I think the spearman will not get any damage. Monk casts Blessing. What else he should do? He has only... Great, now Moral 5. Bit frustrating, useless this spell. You see, he received 3 damage. That's because... it's... okay, it's poison between 1 and 9 means 1 damage per round. Poison between 10 and 19 means 2 damage per round. Poison between 20 and 29 means 3 damage per round. And see, we received 3 damage and the poison value reduced by 3. Also the same for this guy. He had poison of 4, now he has poison of 3. So you can immediately check whether your unit will die from poison. Of course, except it gets regeneration. And of course, he didn't get poisoned, and therefore was quite useful. Now kill them. Yeah, good damage. 1 dead at least. I think this tooltip is wrong. Or maybe it's a bug, because I know that combustion should hit up to 4 units. It was that way in Conquest of Elysium 3, and I don't think they wanted to change it, but it always only hits 2, and I think this guy... Yeah, again, bless. Yeah, the poison now killed him because he had some damage, and this guy is still alive. So now actually we are a bit more safe because now they only deal 1 to 6 damage, although they deal it at once, but for survival it's better this way. Now kill them. Great, more armor. Blessing. Useless. Okay, now he will hopefully die because, by the way, it's normal bite. Yeah, there's some bite attacks with poison afterwards, but they don't have this. So we lost. Yeah, cast your spells. Ah, you see, poison still had to be calculated. Spring is here, captain. We don't need captains. We have enough commanders. He moves here. You move here. Oh no, the Manticore. Yeah. Maybe we could win. You know, he has a good moral, so at least the units around him, especially this guy, he will continue to fight. And they can deal quite some damage these with their lance charge. So maybe if he attacks, we have a chance, but we will try to avoid him. So if he doesn't attack, we will go around here. I thought he would be over here, but you see. Yeah, so they look nearly identical, the monk and the court mage. I think this was the court mage. Okay. And the monk, the monk, bit different, but not much. So the monk, of course, he keeps his 5 guards. You see, 5 units are with the monk, and the other units have white crosses. They are with other commanders. So here in this case, with this other commander I have there. He of course now uses because we want to have as many farms as possible before the summer. He drains swamp, and this is only a swamp, so it's not even a tax on our iron income. So let's get it. Drain swamp, great skill. Now he cannot do anything anymore, and he will court mage. Yeah, I will go over here and wait, this Hydra moved. It moved, didn't it? Yes, it moved. Oh no. How can I convert the swamp? I mean, if my guy moves in, it costs him 4 movement points. He cannot cast convert, and then he stands in a swamp next to the Hydra. I don't like it. Hopefully the Hydra moves back down again. So you see, it seems those swamp movement monsters and creatures, they move in swamps. Yeah. Surprising that swamp movement creatures tend to move in swamps. And turn. High Lord. We don't want a High Lord. He survived. So the Manticore was here. He moves 1 turn. He would not have attacked the coal mine, so he was somewhere here. So we move here. Yeah, and then I don't know. Yes, the Hydra comes up. Then my monk will go to this swamp, and no, the Hydra will stay in swamp. I hope that I'm right with that swamp movement thing. We are ready to recruit new ballistas, but I will not for the moment because I want to get above 60 gold again, you know, for some special recruitments, and therefore attacks independence. Yeah, kill them. I forgot something to show you, the power of micromanagement. Now he will wait for summer. It's just 1 more turn, so I press space. Yeah, you move down here. This Manticore is here again. Why can't he move somewhere else? So the Hydra. No, we will not move in the swamp because this Hydra could kill our army, and I don't want to risk them. I will check down here. A dead forest. Oh, this is what a forest looks like in the end. If you burn it, you move into this iron bog. Oh, it would reduce our iron income, but now we don't need much more iron, I think. Also, we will hopefully find some mines. Recruit now. No, we... Oh wait, we recruit. And again we recruit ballistas for the reason I stated. Now we have 4 ballistas. Well, that's fearful to attack such a castle because you get 28 shots before battle actually starts. So you lose something like 15 units before they start moving. So that's dangerous. Now in turn, what does that? 4 knights, 20 spearmen, 2 exotic troops. Let's think if we can. We wanted to calculate whether we get something from this town. 4 knights. Let's see. 4 knights. 1 knight, 2 knight, 3 knights, 4 knights. Damn, we don't get any knights from town. 20 spearmen. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Maybe 20. Maybe we don't get anything of this town. Okay, that would mean we would need some priestess of Baal as an ally and tell her to reduce this town in size so it gives us knights. Okay, so it seems the towns don't give anything. No, okay, at least it gives trade and a lot of income. But, and we received 2 exotic troops. Let's check whether this, yeah, these are again unicorn knights, which is okay because they are really cool. And now we get 2 per year because we have 2 ancient forests. Now we have enough money again to recruit some units. I will recruit longbowmen because if you noted we have a lot of melee units in our armies but not many ranged units. I don't have money for tower guards and as I said crossbowmen I will not hire. So my 4 longbowmen, and now you take them all and now you will move also slowly down here and maybe together these and this force together they should be able to kill the bishop. Now I'm running a bit of risk because you know the necromancer could be here and then move his unit here, and but who cares? Risk is part of the game. And now we move past the man. You see here some soulless reconquered the graveyard. It will spawn units again, but I don't want to attack it while I have this manticore. And there's an iron mine. I just said that we do not have enough iron income, so I will check out 1 troll and 12 goblins, and here a silver miner. Young Dwala. Oh, this is yeah, you see it's somehow fortified. Here we have a spellcaster, this young Dwala. It's a dwarf queen, and yeah, so first of all, these are many dwarfs, some dwarf arbalests, you know, these heavy crossbows, so to say, fire every 3 rounds only, but good damage. And here we have dwarf workers. So this is quite an army, and what's special about the young Dwala, which you do not know yet, you see she has quite some hit points, 40, magic resistance, strength, moral. She is stationary, she cannot move away from this place. So yeah, that's relevant only if you play dwarf queen. And dwarf magic, yeah, the spells can be okay. They are something like the earth dealing some damage, you know, something like 1 to 5 blunt damage, and maybe entanglement so that your units cannot move. So this is I will not attack them. That's too dangerous. But what I wanted to highlight, the usual dwarf traits: fire resistance and cold resistance 50. Mountain move. She doesn't have snow movement, but actually it's irrelevant. Is she stationary? That here she has something interesting. Spawn monsters. Some kind of units will appear over time to serve this one. I think this one, young Dwala, maybe spawns maybe a dwarf worker every turn. I think actually you should spawn a dwarf worker per turn, but there are not enough dwarf workers for this, I think. So actually, so the defense of this place will get stronger with time, but well, nothing to do about it. Now here we have goblins. We know them, weak guys, but here we have a troll. Trolls are quite strong. You see, 57 hit points, magic resistance 4, strength 8, moral 7, armor 2. Acute senses, okay, they can see stealthy units. Fire vulnerability and regeneration. And lots of damage, 1 to 19 damage. And I think, yeah, they have sweep. This means that if they kill a unit and have enough excess damage, they will damage the next unit. That's great if the troll has to kill lots of goblins, but it might also work good against our units. Sorry, and of course this regeneration trait. So the best way, by the way, to kill trolls is you see they have just magic resistance 4, so just as spearmen they are as easy to charm or whatever or confuse as spearmen, so attack them with spells if you have, because the other way they are a bit tough. Now I'm thinking whether we would win this battle. I think we would win because these goblins, they are killed fast, and yeah, hopefully we will deal a lot of damage with lance charges. But I will think next turn whether we attack. You wanted to scout for enemy units. This Hydra. I move here because that forest is cheaper to move. This is really large. A farm. Nice, but a bit too late. Iron block. Well, I have all ballistas I want, so let's... Oh, I can't afford it. 25, 23, so I will just wait here. And turn. Scout for 19 gold. Yeah, scout is necessary. Of course, scout is necessary, at least for 19 gold. I will take him. Now my monk can spend 25 gold on Drain Swamp. So currently we have 13 plus income gold and 3 iron. I think that will change. Come on, adjust. Sometimes it takes some time to have these numbers adjust. I think only next turn. So 3 snakes. Our forces will win, but they might get killed by these snakes. These small snakes, you see, just 2 or 3 hit points. They have even this tiny ability, which means they have 50% chance to miss, and they just do 1-to-1 damage. But hey, 1 to 10 poison on top of it. So I will prefer not to fight them because I don't want to lose my unit. Yeah, and you have to move across the mountain. I think I lose less movement points on this way than instead entire way forest downward, instead trying to move here, but I don't have time to calculate. Now I have to decide whether, no, I can still stave off the decision by conquering a farm. And now I also wanted to move him downward here to some battle, so I move him here. Another swamp. There is so much to do for our monk. You see, monks are cool. Yeah, take that, atheists. You cannot drain swamps. Only people of faith can do that. So, do I attack 24 units? Let's try. So you see how we fare against the troll. Trolls, by the way, they are, I think they're the strongest unit that can be recruited. Troll player can, of course, recruit trolls. So you see they can directly recruit regenerating units, which is of course good. So, and turn, and wait, trade at me. Yeah, now I should really buy iron because I have reduced my iron income by turning those iron blocks into farms, and that I should compensate. Now, and turn, attacking independent. Oh, no, let's see. This structures, this will hinder movement to some extent. Yeah, come on. Yeah, you see, he regenerates 3 damage. Troll attacks with Great Club Knight takes 0 points of damage. That's okay. Can keep it that way. Now they just dealt 3 damage and he regenerated 3 damage. That's of course useless. Now they deal some damage. Again, I'm lucky. The troll currently always deals 0 damage. And if he continues to do that, that's nice. You see, we deal him quite some damage. And... yeah, that was a risk. Now I lost the high... No, I lost the High Lord. That can't be! You see, I forgot. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. You see? You have to be careful and check things, and otherwise something like this happens. Now the High Lord is dead, and this army is without a leader, and I can't move them around, and at least they defend the iron mine. Now that was a stupid move. I forgot that I have this High Lord in front and that he needs to stay alive. Again, a knight killed. Must he regenerate? Kill him. Great. Not great. I lost the High Lord. Well, again, things like that happen. So you will have to move down here and collect those. Well, I just lost 2 units, so it was actually quite successful battle. Unfortunately, one of those 2 units was my commander. So you see, you still see here the spearman, but there's nothing to select for me, and I just have to. They will move forever. You see, my archers take place upon this small fortifications which are in mountains, but well, now I did not want to attack the snakes. I want to conquer this swarm. Oh no, what we have here? A bishop fish. You know, these are again these guys that can move in water, but now they have a bishop fish with them, which casts prayers level R1. That's not too dangerous, but dangerous is the number. These are 6 guys. Oh, they have net attacks. Some of them have net attacks. They have warriors, which deal 1 to 6 spear damage. And here a raider, which just deals 1 to 5 spear damage, and he doesn't have armor, but he has a net. What does a net do? Once per battle, not affected by damage bonus, special effect net. That probably stops movement, I guess. I hope we don't see, because our poor monk, I mean, he has just 5 halberdiers with him, and they would not, I don't think they would win. No, certainly not. The halberdiers just have 6 hit points, and yeah, these guys would win if they attack. If they attack here, then I would also lose the monk. And you see, suddenly, 1 turn ago, the situation looked wonderful. I made 1 mistake. I was here, maybe I'm slightly unlucky, and then 2 commanders are lost. So this is what it's meant with roguelike in one of the taglines of the game. Now I have 5 iron again, because due to the iron mine. So, and turn. No. No. So I got unlucky. Yeah, you can expect me to lose. I will have to be very lucky for this to turn into anything than conversion. Yeah, now he converts even. Oh gosh. So this is lost. The monk is dead. Nothing to do. You see the net effect. At least we can check that. Stuck in net. Cannot do anything, so they can't even attack. They have to succeed at a strength test versus 1d10. So yeah, we don't even. Yeah, 1 damage. We dealt some damage, and at least none got converted. Yeah, the monkey can't do any. Now he might attack with his dagger. Great, but I think the spear comes first and we will kill him. Yeah, he made 1 dagger attack. He even damaged him. Yay. Now the monk got converted. Great. Oh. Now I just lost 100 gold. You saw? 100 gold lost. In the battle down were 50 gold lost in the form of commanders, and it was really, well, unlucky. And now we have here 3 wolves. And I already moved with him that. I hope I will get soon a commander to hire, then I will recruit some units to retake that ancient forest. But still, we moved down here. We want a magic library, a farm. We will conquer the farm, certainly. They have only 3 brigands. They are brigands, they are stealth units. So these guys are sometimes a problem, especially if there's a brigand lair. Brigand lair spawns brigands, as you could expect. And yeah, is there a brigand lair here? It looks rather similar to forest, and therefore you sometimes miss it. But let's look at the magic library. This does not look. I see 4 mages. Mage 1, Gold Arcana level 2, Star Sapphire. Lucky. Lucky trait is very good. It means 50% of attacks We'll just miss him. We have Black Magic level 2, Hydra. Oh, Bottle of Living Water summons one Water Elemental at start of battle. That is, yeah, Water Elemental has 40 hit points, takes only half damage from practically all attacks, and has some melee attack which can drown units. Dark Magic level 2, and oh, Robe of Shadows, which gives ethereal. So Might Magic. They have really cool magic items. If I could conquer them, I would conquer them and take the magic items. But of course, this is far too strong. I think it might be as strong as these, these magic library. But you see, they are tough magic libraries. So why has this cross? He got up here and converted units. Well, that surprises me. I thought he would stay down here. So now, continue. Hello. Now something nice because, yeah. So at least now the luck turned again. You see, he still has his 7 units, and how now he will be killed because I have 20 units here. And yes, I know he can cast conversion, but I mean, he can convert at most 2 units per turn, so I think this should still be victory. I just hope that he... Oh no, I don't think he will convert him. Hopefully, because that would be... No, but yeah, we attack him. That's no question. But first, I mean, we can still spend movement points because we have scout still. So if we didn't have a scout, I wouldn't move here because then there might be some stealthy units and it would get in combat and I would lose this good opportunity to finish off his strong. I can also move here, plain. 6 level, we call it. But first, kill him, his archbishop. Ha! Take this. Now, let me think for a moment. I will get here just hills. I will move across the hills to reconquer this stuff. Do I have anything to recruit? Not yet. I will save money. I want a monk again. Nice monk got killed by these fish raiders. If I have to take care. If I want to get over here again and fight these fish raiders, I have to bring a decent army with me. So now, a battle against the Archbishop, which should be a victory unless we are very unlucky and maybe he just turns all those 4 guys in the first 2 turns, then we have a problem. But now what will happen? You will shoot and then the 2 spellcasters will go, which is I think random order. Yeah, 3 points. So, great idea, Greater Blessing. By the way, I want to check you see, he improved Greater Blessing. I think he improved it once and now his units have more hit points. We will shortly see it. I just stopped when this started spreading. So now they have here hit point 7, hit point 5, hit points 5, and here hit point 7. They will now increase by 2 when they... these got blessed. You see hit points 9. Also his current hit points increased. And yeah, his hit points increased. So now this Greater Blessing is actually a somewhat useful spell. That's fantastic. He switched out conversion. You see it? The star. He can now banish and cast Greater Blessing. That's great. So this battle is safe. He cannot convert our units. Idiot computer. I don't know why he switched out conversion. Maybe because there was this graveyard with some undeads, but that was a great error and I don't know why he made it. I think it was only a range problem. You see now he shot 4 shots and affected 4 units, for also 1 shot twice hit the spearman. So it works properly. It was only a range problem. So now spearman attacks with spear, of course. Spears go first. Now halberdiers and lance charges happen at the same time. Ooh, haha, you see, halberdiers are dangerous. He just killed our knight. Well. I forgot to show you micromanagement. Now he regenerates 2 hit points because he has now 20 hit points due to experience. Well, that's an improvement. And now, let's see. Now I think this guy will not cast anything because blessing himself does not give any, does not help, and I don't have something to banish. Let's see. He gets shot. Archbishop casts no spell, so he has no useful target. Iron Skin. You fearsome guy, you improved your own armor. Well, okay, now let's kill him. This is now no problem. He's not strong. Great, we killed. So let's see, maybe. By the way, each turn there's some tip of the turn shown, and there's sometimes useful information. What you see, the Archbishop, although we killed his initial leader, he's still in game because he might have still some other leader. Just as we started with 2 leaders, he started with 2 leaders. So, this is slow. I want to retake the ancient forest. I'll move here. And you guy, you move down there. I want to quickly, soulless. I want to quickly finish the Archbishop. No leader to hire. Yeah, we will see. Late autumn, now winter will come. Independence attacking? Maybe some levies somewhere. Oh yes, poor levies. They get. This is this deer tribe band we once saw, and they are. Let's see what spells he has. Curse. I told you about this spell. There's no way to resist, and you just get the feature cursed, and it remains forever, and it means the unit gets battle afflictions a lot faster. Call Spirits of the Western Wind. 1 to 3 damage, burst radius 9, so it can hit up to 9 units with 1 to 3 damage. Takes 2 combat rounds to cast, and it can have a stun effect. Now if you compare this to what an archer does, you see that this spell is as good as 4 archers, because it can hit 9 units every 2 rounds, and it also has some extra effect. Now I think these guys will certainly win this battle, although we have fortifications, because we don't have enough firepower on the walls. Of course, maybe we are lucky. Could depend on what the spellcaster does. Yeah, this was Spirits of... Oh, Levi takes 10 damage. He killed one. And the other one, he got stunned. You see? This stun effect is strength dependent. So the more strength one has, the less likely strength negates. Let's see. Well, but it doesn't matter. Stun means he cannot just do for 1 turn anything, but he can't do anything because he's behind the wooden gates and wouldn't do anything at all, so this is not relevant. Yeah, you see, spells are very useful. Now they try to... Come on, kill some. Oh, great. Hey, they killed one of us. But, well... You see something interesting. He damaged his own unit. That's important. If there's a burst radius and there's nothing written, only enemy units, only friend units, it can hit both sides. So actually it's even possible for such a caster to kill himself with his own spell if he casts it close to enough to himself. I once had that with some caster, but fortunately he was immortal and respawned in my capital, so I did not care. But here he at least dealt... Oh, and he has stunned him. I'll just have to check. That would keep him from attacking the wall. I think. Yeah, and here 2 of our guys got killed. Wooden gate is no longer stunned. Great. That didn't matter. No, it did matter because immobile units, so units that are stunned, asleep, or and not immobile, but units with such thing as stun, sleep, or so which are non-moving in a sense, they get extra damage from attacks. 1 extra damage. Wooden gate, so it's good our wooden gate is no longer stunned. Deer tribe warrior, deer tribe warrior. You see, deer tribe warrior is incapacitated. Yeah, this means this deer tribe warrior had his turn, couldn't do anything, and only after his turn his stun went away. So he lost 1 attack due to his own spell. Now they fight with great. They kill. Maybe was a bit optimistic. Great curse on the wooden gate. You see now this wooden gate is cursed and is far more likely to lose an eye or get a chest wound. I don't know. Okay, honestly, I don't know whether all units can have such battle afflictions. I think at least that golems cannot have them, and maybe wooden gates also cannot have them, in which case this curse is completely useless. Also, it's rather useless spell for in combat, because usually battle afflictions don't have much influence on this combat itself. It's only long-term effect, so actually it's just a useful spell if you lose the battle and then you leave your enemy at least cursed, but of course this casting was completely useless. Now kill them? Yeah, kill them. What did I say to you? Cast Call Spirits. Prepares to cast Call Spirits. It's this spell that takes 2 rounds, so this is his round of preparation, and next round he will cast it. Hopefully our people will survive. Yeah, kill him, so he can't cast the spell. Well, cover reduced damage by 1, so this cover even protects against spell, but unfortunately it was too much damage. But at least this guy got stunned, so kill them before they breach the wooden gate. Yeah, good. Kill them. Yes, great. Great. Ha! That was good. You see, cover reduced damage by 5, cover reduced damage by 2, and both received no damage. So you see how great it's standing up the wall, and you see maybe we can even win. We have 3 lousy slingers which just deal 1 to 2 damage, and yeah, maybe they would. Levy is cursed. I really don't care. Curse, he should curse all our units. That's far better if he. Yeah, great. Another one killed. Now, this gate is rather safe from being destroyed. He prepares to cast. Hopefully. Kill him. Hey. He targeted only the wooden gate, and therefore our slinger. So I think we win. It looks nice. Yes, killed, dead, and wasn't there a second shot? One, two, three, four, five. This Levy is too far away. He can only attack till here. So I think maybe this wall of height 1 gives just 1 range bonus, but because you see over here we have Deer Tribe Warrior attacks, Levy attacks with Sling, that was this Levy down there, and then 3 attacks with Bow. So this Levy is too far away to attack, but yes, great. We win this battle. Absolutely funny. I never expected, and you see the power of fortification. It's really, really great fortification. Now they breach the gate, but they continue to fire. Now these guys won't move, and this is outside their range. 1, 4, 5. Yes, I think this range finishes here. And they now will fire the wooden gate, and only when they have killed the gate they move closer, but that's okay because our units will still receive their cover and they should win the duel. So I will now speed up because they take forever and ever to use arrows to destroy a gate. Now destroy it. I want the battle to finish. Now our gate. Great. Now you see the advantage. Let's see whether we win. Yes, we are victorious. 1 Levy survived. That was fantastic. You see, we were attacked by 13 units, had only these weak Levies to defend, but we won thanks to our gates and so on. A monk. A monk is nice. I lost a monk if I remember correctly. So this was here the battle. There's only 1 Levy left, but they held the town. So he has no movement points left, so then I'll leave this ballistas inside this area of no they are good enough to defend, and I will retake this ancient forest. These ballistas, I just don't have to forget them. They are good enough to defend themselves. You see, they will in the first round of combat shoot their giant arrows and therefore probably kill anything they can attack them. Now I want certainly to recruit the monk again. Here's a scout. Now again, I will give him halberdiers for defense, and yeah, he will take the scout with him. And now I think he will, with the baron and the monk, will go over here and kill those fish guys, so they no longer threaten me. I have to think I move here and here. And you move here. Soon you are down there.